Good morning. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Maybe it's your first time. Maybe you've been here a million times. Maybe we've all been here a million infinite times. Have you ever thought that? Have you ever had that feeling where you're just like, does life work that way? Do we go through this process where we're constantly going through cycles, constantly repeating until we can maybe just like get it even more refined, get even more dialed in? It's an interesting process to think about. Let me just adjust this here. Sorry, folks. There we go. I think we're stable enough as it is. Cool. Awesome. All right. Welcome back to another Waking Up with Wolf. Today is Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. As for those of you who have been joining in, per usual, what I want to be able to invite you to do is to be able to get some sort of object that you can use as a flow toy. And so, of course, today I have my trusty handy-dandy pine cone, and I also have a stick. So what I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to find some sort of object and some sort of stick that you're going to be doing to practice a little bit of flow practice with for this routine today. And so this can literally be like a tennis ball, it can be a ball of socks, and this could be even just like a broomstick, it could be something small, it could be something medium sized, something where you're not going to like break your light above your head or something like that. Just be careful, right? mind your space. And we're going to be moving inside in the next little bit. I'll remind people again as they join in. Obviously, people are going to be joining in on the fly. So thank you again so much, everyone, for being here. So being here once again, I want to really be able to start moving our body and really be able to connect with the intention of this space. Again, it's really, really important, the fact that we're doing this, because our intuition, the ability to listen to our intuition, is such a powerful thing. Like, I honestly think it's like even more powerful than we really even give it credit for, especially like within like the spiritual community. We talk about this, and again, as I'm chatting right here, we're just going to do a routine of just massaging our bodies. So you can start with your legs, even just massaging all the way down to your calves. Again, just digging in with your thumbs, just opening up those blood vessels, giving yourself like that little bit of massage that's just going to be able to activate all the meridians, work your way all the way up through your body. Just really make a routine of this. Again, especially if you're at a computer or if you're just like sitting down during the day, make sure that at some point, like literally every half hour, you should be standing up. You should be giving yourself a massage. You should be stretching. So listen to your body right now. If you want to even just like put your hands above your head, give yourself a little bit of a stretch in that way. Reach for the sky as if there is no limit. Deep inhale, exhales, really start connecting with your breath. Again, just continuing to massage your body. How are your pulmonary chakras feeling? How are your shoulders feeling? How are your trapezoids feeling? I know a lot of people who have been coming into this, they're noticing that by massaging their pulmonaries, they're suddenly like not as super tender as they used to be. I know, like when you were first doing that, you'd be like, like, oh my goodness. So take note, if you're noticing that means it's good. It means you're showing up. So again, just keep massaging yourself. But yeah, so just going back, for everybody here who is just joining on the spot, I just want to be able to give you a quick little piece of information. Right now, we're just literally just massaging our body. That's another thing you can do with the fingers. You can do that, get all the meridians on the inside of the fingers. But I did just want to be able to invite you to get an object, a solid like object, like a ball. This is a pine cone. This is that's what this is. Did you know that? And some sort of object that's like a stick that you can use as like flow toy practice. And so we're going to be practicing that after we kind of go through just our initial stage of meditation, and then we're going to be going into that, and then we'll be going into our chakra practice meditation. But before we do that, again, let's just gently massage every single part of our body. Like, how great would it be, like think about that, how great would it be if you were to wake up every day and someone were to just like give you a massage? How much would that just like make your day even better? How much would that just change the way that you're just like, wow, I feel awesome today? Well, surprise, surprise, you can be that person for yourself. You can be your own beloved. You can be your own massage therapist. So give yourself that gift, really, really. Like we think that like we think that we have to go to someone else in order to be able to get a massage, and nothing wrong with that, absolutely. Some people are going to be experts at it. But do not take away from yourself the fact that you can give yourself a massage. So again, right now I'm just listening to my own body, what my own body needs. Maybe you're massaging yourself somewhere completely different. Either way, just listening to your body. So as we're doing this, as we're just massaging our body, and again, thank you everyone for being here. The context here, this is about leveling ourselves up embodying our archetypes as shifters, light guardians, people who are intentionally here to help assist with the shift in consciousness. This is a part of Paradigm Shift Central, a real-world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness, and you are playing this game by showing up. You're playing this game by embodying this. You're playing a game by being able to move towards these common objectives of working on ourselves, taking affirmative action within our physical community, within our local community, and continuing to just like build, continuing to align with those new timelines. So, as I just move into this, I wanted to really just be able to emphasize like the importance of intuition. Because intuition is one of those things where when we listen to it, things happen okay. When we don't listen to it, and we know that we haven't listened to it, things aren't always the worst. But usually what happens is that we have to sometimes backstep. We kind of have to like backpedal. We'll sometimes like do something and we'll be like, oh, okay, like now I have to kind of like retrace my steps and kind of almost undo what I did to the best of my ability. I'm just gonna open my door because somebody is knocking. Who could it possibly be? Who's at the door? Again, I feel like it's fun when we do this like as if it's like a kid's show, right? It's like, who's at the door? Let's find out. Who is it? It's Dallin, who's probably here because he thinks there's like Kleenex that he's trying to eat somewhere. Dallin, there's no Kleenex here. Thank you. Here, come say hi, Dallin. Come say hi. Say hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's Dallin. Sending you guys a little bit of daily Dallin love. Yeah, he's got those magic ears. It's like the luck dragon. Always remember it, every day is a gift. Every day be grateful. See how like dogs are just like, oh, I love it when you rub my ears. So that's why we need to be able to like rub our ears too. Ain't that right, Dallin? Ain't that right, buddy? Alright, buddy, you can just kind of like hang out nearby, and we're just going to keep chatting, and I'm not ignoring you, but you're welcome to hang out nonetheless. Another thing, just be super grateful for every moment, right? Like how like, and the dogs remind me of that every day. Like, especially the fact that like, dogs get older. Dogs aren't with us the entire time. So it's like every day, it's just like, who knows? Who knows how many days we got left? So you try and really appreciate like every day. Every day, appreciate this. Every day, just like love him. Give him the love that he is like here to be able to receive. And in doing that, it allows us to be able to teach ourselves how to share that love. So treat, this is going to sound weird. Treat your friends and family the same way you treat your dog. Please quote me in that. That would be a great little tagline. But you know what I mean, right? Like, think about that. You're just like, wow, my dog could be dead in a year from now. I'm sorry. Like, I know that's just like a blunt way of saying that. And obviously my heart goes out to people who have experienced that, myself included. But again, at the same time, like, that's the gift. That's the gift. The impermanence is the gift. The impermanence of anything brings beauty into appreciating it. Brings beauty into being the bongo drum of the butt. Like, even just the other day, did you notice like how like the cathedral in Notre Dame burnt down, right? Everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Nothing lasts, but nothing is lost, right? So, Dallin, what do you... No! Stop eating that! Okay, fine. You get one Kleenex. Jesus. That's just diet. Cookies and Kleenex. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways, gentle massage. So, I just wanted to go back to this, and then we're going to stand up and we're going to do our flow toy exercise. And again, even if you're just, like, moving your body, shaking your hands, even if you, like, want to do, like, a little bit of this type of hand movement, like, I'm not going to give, like, full instructions on this, but again, if you're just, like, here, make this your own practice. And again, this is something that we practiced last week, where basically I'm just inviting you to practice, like, feeling the symmetry of the movement in your hands. So you can just kind of do this here. I know I'm kind of giving you a couple instructions at once. But what I wanted to really do is I wanted to be able to just, like, invite us... Dallin, stop it! Jeez. Okay. Come here. I already took you for a walk, buddy. Okay, you gonna sit over there, maybe? Anyways. Alright. So, intuition. Intuition's such a powerful thing. And it's funny because, like, a lot of people don't really think about intuition as being, like, the way how we talk about it. Dallin. Where, for me, like, I think a lot of people just kind of talk about intuition from, like, a very scientific idea of just kind of being, like, signals of the body just kind of, like, coming through. And they don't really have a full understanding of it. But for us, for people who've been tuned into this, you know that like I constantly remind you that I feel, and again, this is just theory, but I feel like there's inner truth to it, that the intuition is actually like information from the future coming into us. And so like that's where by doing the chakra practice, we're literally developing our ability to receive that signal of information from the future to be able to say like, hey, there's a path that already exists, and if you listen to your intuition, it's going to lead you towards that path, and that path is going to be your dharma. That path is going to be like the path that you would be able to, that you would want to take. But again, it's when we don't listen to the intuition that we find ourselves kind of going on a different path and then having to backstep and reroute ourselves. So my point of this is we listen to our intuition when we are in our heart and less in our head. Because this is the key. We often find that we don't align with our intuition when we are thinking about things. Because the thought processes of our mind have the ability to like override the feeling of our heart. Which is weird. Because like how many times do you think we do that? Where we're just like, oh, I feel there's something in my heart, but my mind's telling me this. And then we listen to the mind, but we don't listen to the heart. So what I want to be able to practice, I want to be able to just drop into the space, and I really want us to be able to reconnect with our hearts. And of course, that's what this entire practice is about, but really, really just like doing this with a little bit of intention. Just kind of like plugging ourselves back into source, receiving this moment to be able to fill up our cup with peace, but also really, really just kind of like developing that good relationship with our heart. I want you to practice listening to your heart more and to become more aware when you feel like it's like your mind making some of the decisions. And not to say it shouldn't make any decisions, but just be aware if your mind is making decisions in place of your heart sometimes. And reflect on where has that led you. So, and again, you know, like the heart, and this is the thing, because like some people be like, oh, you know, like listening to my heart, sometimes that's not always fun. Again, listening to the heart, I've said this before, listening to the heart will take you to where you need to be. It may not always mean that it's going to take you to like the happiest place, but it will take you to where you need to be in order to be able to experience your growth. So there's a bit of a fine print in there, where understanding that listening to your heart is still listening to the path that is going to lead you towards your own growth, even if sometimes that means having your heart a little bit hurt. But then you go through the experience of learning how to heal that heart at the same time. So it's a deeper thing because like trusting the heart is also trusting that the path before you is going to be the best path for you to grow and to learn and to expand. Like this is the thing. Trusting your intuition and trusting your heart doesn't mean, oh, this is going to be the easy way. It does mean that when you do that, things open up into flow and creativity, and you just notice that. But honestly, if you feel called to something and it doesn't scare you even just a little bit, like if, you know, excitement and being scared, it's a very kind of like fine line between the two. If you were to fail from it, would you learn? If you were to fail from it and you don't learn, then there probably isn't really something on that path that you should really be focusing on. But that's the thing, like whatever you're going to, think for yourself. If I were to quote unquote fail, what would I learn? Right? And that in itself is like super, super important just to be able to keep note of that. Because the fact is like a lot of those failures, as I talked before, it's about learning how to fail forward. It's about learning how to be able to take that lesson and integrate it with us to become stronger. And then we come back the next time, and then maybe we've leveled up. And again, talking about like the tarot card yesterday, 10 of Flames, going through repeated lessons, but constantly learning and growing. And now you're a different person so that you can reach that lesson in a new state. So again, let's just listen to our heart. I don't want to spend too much time talking. I really just want to be able to honor our times here. And shout out to Dallin, who's just sitting on the floor there. You can see him. There he is. Okay, so let's put our hands on our heart. Let's take a moment here to just relax. And as we connect with our breath, allow us to just shift into this moment. Straighten up your spine, relax your face. Just becoming aware of our breath. And I want you to visualize yourself in this moment. That you're just in a space. You can kind of even just think of yourself almost just like floating in space. And I want you to visualize something in front of you that to you represents the intelligence of source consciousness. This could be almost like some sort of golden cloud. Maybe it's some kind of sun. Maybe it's an object. Maybe it's like a tree. Maybe it's a toroidal field. Something to you that represents the idea of source consciousness. And you're standing in front of this right now. Or you're floating in front of this. You're just kind of in space. You're reconnecting with your primordial essence. And as you breathe here, I want you to be able to create this narrative in your mind, the symbolism of it, helping bring forth the reality that we are creating together. And I want you to gently imagine a golden cord extending from your heart, extending from your chest, and very gently plugging back in to the source. And as you plug back in, I want you to just kind of like very gently lead up to this moment where you can just visualize, feel in your heart, just extend this process, make it nice and slow. Feel this like golden cord expanding, extending from your heart, and you feel yourself just floating in front of this source consciousness, this infinite intelligence, the source of the future of all knowing, your higher self, the entire wisdom of the universe in symbol form. And so gently imagine this golden cord from your heart, again, just slowly, just like weaving its way towards the source consciousness. And as it gently connects, it's almost as if you're imagining yourself almost like creating a handshake with the universe. And as you do this, visualize an infinite flow of love and wisdom coming from source consciousness and leading its way back to your heart. So now you can observe that there's like this circuitry. There's this energetic flow that is taking place along this cord between source consciousness and your heart. And I want you to just very simply, this is very simple symbolism, but very, very powerful. I want you to just, again, create this narrative in your mind and then breathe it into your body. What does this mean to you? We've always been connected to this source consciousness, but maybe we forgot. Maybe this simple meditation is a powerful reminder that helps us reconnect to that connection. And so as you breathe into your heart, feel this light moving from source consciousness, moving along the cord, reaching your heart, and feel it moving through the rest of your body. So in the same way we talk about filling our cup with peace, is very much the same process. Feeling this energy, this love, this wisdom moving from the center of your chest out through the rest of your body, through your shoulders, through your arms, over and around your back, down past your torso, your thighs, your knees, all the way down to your toes and all the way up your spine, around your jaw, around your ears, feeling any tingling sensation straight in the spine, all the way up to the tip of your head, and then even just a little bit more beyond your physical body. So imagining it just weaving its way into your field. And now just imagining the field around you becoming stronger. You're literally plugging yourself back into source in this moment. And essentially this is what will happen, where sometimes, even though yes, we are always connected, sometimes on a level we will unplug ourselves. We will kind of forget to return here, to plug back in, to recharge our cosmic battery. So right now, you are recharging your cosmic battery for the day, for the week, for the month. And know that you can return to this daily, as much as you need to. There's an infinite source of energy here. And it is accessed through the imagination within. You create this story, you create this reality. Structuring your reality through the forms of your belief. Knowing that simply believing that by imagining this, you reconnect with that connection. So just breathe into this just for a few moments. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to just be in this peace. Allow yourself to be in the awe of source consciousness in front of you. Again, you can almost just imagine it. Maybe it is just like this like nebulous cloud. Maybe it's like infinite sacred geometry unfolding upon itself in golden light. It appears to you in the form that you choose to see it as. I just had a visualization of just kind of like imagining almost like a elephant-headed Vishnu god and our heart just like connected with its heart. So just breathe into that just for a few more moments. Fill yourself up with this love. Give yourself the permission to trust your intuition. Trust that it is guiding you where you need to be, that it is guiding you along your Dharma, that it is guiding you towards your best lessons that will lead you towards your greatest self. It is guiding you towards excitement, joy, bliss. It is guiding you towards your purpose so that you can continue to serve others as well. It is guiding you towards the important lessons. Lessons that are more than just your own. Acknowledge this and trust this. And even just speak to yourself. Maybe even just creating a little mantra for yourself about how you promise to listen to your heart more. Speak to your heart. Thank your heart. Think about all the amazing things that it has done for you. All the journeys it has led you to. The many more still to come. Gentle inhales through the nose or the mouth. Gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Maintain this visualization as you gently conclude this micro meditation. Keep this image in the back of your head. Remind yourself that you are connected to this source. Receive that infinite love. It is always there. One more deep breath together. Gentle inhale, exhale. Big exhale. Feeling good. Awesome. Gently, when you're ready, release your hands from your heart. Open your eyes. Turn your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. How do you feel right now? Just check in with that. So again, just like, it's really important. Any time throughout the day when we really need to reconnect. And sometimes we do that during our sleep. We're just kind of like plugging back into the grid in that way. But you can do that literally just through your imagination, through your thought process. So I really encourage you to remind yourself. Just be like, check in. Be like, when was the last time I plugged in? Do I need to recharge? Am I listening to my heart? Am I trusting my heart? So like I said, we are incredibly, incredibly divine, intelligent beings. And I've talked about this before. I feel that our karma is our ability to ignore this. But when we are in our flow, we are in alignment with this. And we are acting through the divine intelligence of the universe. It's very interesting It's very interesting how free will works here. And as I'm saying this, you can just kind of move your body. But I'll just explain this to you real quick. It's very interesting, this journey of awakening. If you've noticed this, before we awaken, we're very much programmed by some sort of system that we're in. We're very, very much like an automaton. You know, it's like we're living just in like an unconscious way, and we're just kind of like doing it, but we don't really have that free will. And then eventually we wake up, and our free will allows us to break out of that system, and suddenly we're just like, oh, like I'm doing my own thing. Like I'm not doing that old system. This is me doing me. And then what happens is you awaken again, and you kind of move into this divine intelligence where you use your free will to align with the intelligence of a higher system, which is interesting because you kind of go from like automaton to free to like another version of automaton, but with like a higher conscious degree where you know that that version is the one that's like fulfilling yourself. If that makes sense. It's kind of weird. So it's like we kind of like wake up, we're like slaves, and we wake up, and then we kind of surrender to this like higher process sort of thing. So very interesting. Okay, let's get ready to move into a little bit of flow practice. Again, we're only just going to do this for 10 minutes, and then we're going to move into our chakra practice, inviting you to find some sort of object that you're going to do like a little bit of flow practice with, and you can even just like start kind of passing it around now. And again, the purpose behind this is really to be able to like listen to the intelligence of your heart in the same way that you can listen to your intuition on like a big scale where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go that way. This is allowing ourselves to listen to the intuition on a micro scale by allowing our body to be able to show up where it needs to, by being able to trust the intelligence. So this is very much like an intuitive flow practice, where the more that you do this, the more you're going to be able to show up in the bigger decisions of your life. So the idea here, by just simply tossing the object around, is to think about it less and to show up more, to allow the natural flow to simply be in its natural flow. If that makes sense. So it's all about the flow, man. So, again, just a quick reminder for everybody here that if you enjoy these broadcasts that you've been showing up on a regular routine, please continue to do so. This is literally, like, again, like we create this space so that we can keep showing up together, so that we can keep leveling up together. And, of course, a reminder that you can think of this as like a pay what you wish community class. So when you are able to, please feel free to make a single donation on my PayPal. You can send me a link, or you can go to paradisecentral.com/donate. Or you can choose to make a monthly donation on the Patreon at patreon.com/Brendan Culton. And again, if you're looking to connect even deeper with me on a personal level, I do provide my monthly coaching services as an activation coach. That's like the label I call. But again, that's all about helping step you into more of your clarity and inspiration. It's a chance for us to be able to connect deeper. We can do guided meditations together. We can do tarot readings together. You'll have me as that coach, as that friend on the side to really be able to help support you in anything that you're doing, anything that you're going through. So if you feel you'd be a good fit for that and you're ready to invest in yourself on that level and support me as well and the team, then please feel free to send me a direct message, and I will get back to you about that monthly coaching opportunity. And again, I only have a few spots available. I can only bring on so many people at a time. So if that's something of interest to you, then please feel free to let me know. All right. So with that said, be sure to check out more at ParadigmShiftsCentral.com if you're brand new, and thank you again, everyone, for being here. Let's stand up and do a little bit of flow practice. So grab some sort of object. Again, some sort of like physical ball object. And then another object, some sort of stick object. And you're going to be using that in the next second, or even if you want to like switch to that now, if you're really just like, hey, I like using this right away, then please feel free to do that. So, thank you again, everyone, for being here. And again, this is for us. This is for you. This is for the bigger team. By us showing up here, this is literally just like helping more people invite themselves into the energy of discipline, accountability, embodiment, service. So thank you as well. So again, just begin listening to your body. You can start off just in kind of like a slow speed. Imagine that this object that you have is like a ball of energy. So you're just kind of like moving this around. And I want you to just like listen to the intuitive flow in your body. And at the same time, I want you to just challenge yourself. I want you to bend your body in weird ways. I want you to do this as like a Tai Chi practice, as a Chi practice. And I want you to literally just be aware in each movement. So just become, there you go, just set to, still good? Okay, we're good. So just become incredibly Just become incredibly aware of whatever movement you're making. Just bring as much mindfulness into it as possible. And if that means moving slower, that's fine. If it means moving faster, that's fine. Make this your own. So like as you're doing this, like you can just kind of like feel like, okay, I'm putting my hand out this way. I'm feeling the object. I'm bringing it back. I'm grabbing it with this hand. I'm putting the object out that way. I'm bending my knees. I'm shifting my weights. Listen to your body. Just be mindful. Be aware. And then again, you can bring a little bit more dynamics into this. We're just going to do this for just a few more minutes. For everybody joining, grab some sort of object for you to be able to practice doing a little bit of flow practice with. And then from there, you can get a little bit more dynamic. Again, just kind of like gently tossing it up and allowing this to be a way to practice your intuition. If you drop it, that's totally cool. Bring a little bend into your knees, a little sway into your hip, make this a little bit of a dance, put a smile on your face. Remember, this is play. Allow yourself to play. So the intention here is to just practice mindfulness, to practice flow, to listen to your body, to listen to your intuition. That's like a little over-the-shoulder thing that I like doing. Because again, like the over-the-shoulder thing, yeah, there's like muscle memory, but again, that muscle memory is a part of the intuition. It comes from just being able to trust in your ability to show up. There's like an internal mechanism within your body that is incredibly intelligent, that allows itself to arrive where it needs to and do what it needs to. So in the same way you can toss up a pine cone and catch it like this, you can set off on like your objectives for today, and you can trust that you'll be able to succeed in whatever may come. So the more you are in tune with your heart, the more that this practice becomes a metaphor for the rest of your day, for the rest of your week, for the rest of your life. So keep moving there just for like one more minute, and then we're going to flow into our next object, which again is like some sort of like physical staff. Go get a stick from the woods. This is like a stick from the woods, obviously. Broomsticks work fine, whatever, some sort of object. And if you don't have something like that, you can just keep using this ball. And if you don't even have a ball, you can literally just like use your hands. So just keep yourself in this flow. Again, just like moving your body. Remember to breathe. Deep inhales. Good. Alright. When you're ready, you can switch over to your other objects. And again, just like finding that flow. Imagine yourself as if you're just like a Shaolin monk. Beautiful. Awesome. Alright, so when you're ready, you can switch over to your physical staff object. Again, if you happen to have a lightsaber, you can do that. And again, very simply put, if you're holding this, you can just do a very simple figure 8. So you're leading with your thumb, and you're pointing it into a figure 8. So down, around, down, around, down, around, down, around. And then you can allow yourself to just kind of like do that. Obviously very simple, but again, the objective here is mindfulness. So without even to like really even overthinking of it, just feel what this feels like. And again, if you just want to like bring yourself into alignment, what you can even challenge yourself where you're like bringing in some yoga postures to this. Eye gaze with yourself in the mirror. That's like one way you can make this like as challenging and as difficult as you wish. You can add more dynamics to it. Increase the speed. Again, just allow this to be an opportunity for you to become more in tune with your intuitive intelligence. Like right now, like how much am I actually thinking about doing this versus how much am I allowing myself to show up for the natural movements that are moving through me, right? So a lot of times, like what we recognize as intelligence is actually us being able to get out of our own way so that this like divine intelligence comes through us. Again, this is like the all-win. This is like AWEN. This is what is used. This is a term used by like the Vikings and the Nordic. It means like creative conscious flow. Like literally the music that comes through a musician, if they're just like making up on the spot or if they're writing poetry, they refer to that as the all-win. So what we're doing here, we're practicing our all-win. We're practicing being a channel for the all-win to come through. And again, it starts just with like a physical movement, but apply this into the rest of your day. Apply this into your art. Apply this into your chores. Apply this how you show up at your job. Apply this to how you show up to your friends. And again, the practice in this that makes it like powerful is that this is also about being centered. So like, do you feel centered right now? And if you don't feel centered, gently just bring yourself into center, even just by connecting with your breath. Gentle inhale. Reconnect that heart. Bring yourself into the wisdom of the heart. When you are centered, that is when you can really show up. And so the key to this, absolutely, it's like having that practice on being able to center yourself. And again, that centering process, it doesn't have to be complex. It can literally just be connecting with the breath. So again, just continuing to find a flow here. You can even just like toss a stick. Again, that's like a great way to just be able to practice a little bit of like your intuitive flow. So you can just kind of like toss it. And again, like right here, like, am I thinking about what I'm doing? Am I thinking, okay, I'm going to put my hand here, I'm going to put my hand here, I'm going to put my hand here? No, I'm not. Like, it's literally just this process of me showing up in the moment and knowing that the future already exists. The future in a second, the future in a minute, the future in a day, the future in a week, the future in a month, the future in a year. Like, the future already exists where this stick is now in this hand. That already exists. So all I have to do is trust, and it arrives, right? So like, we're literally just doing that over and over and over again. And so we have to be there to receive it. And again, this is where you can start getting more complex with this, and you can really start getting dynamic. And that's like when you're really in like this super flow state. So I think you're starting to, I know, like, yeah, I definitely explained it to the point where you're just like, okay, yeah, I see what he's saying here. So that's why when we train with the physical objects, when we train with our body, like, we are training our mind. So you can even, again, put this into like a little bit more of a physical exercise just by like even bending your knees a little bit, putting yourself into like a little bit of a squat. Again, this is like literally your ninja training, right? So again, just like holding that center and even eye gazing with yourself. If you're able to eye gaze with yourself, don't hold that posture for too long. You're definitely going to feel the burn in your knees, keeping your shoulders straight. Put some like behind the back, again, tossing it up, allowing yourself to arrive. Let's just do this for 30 more seconds. You can get a little bit more complex. You can put like a double spin. That's always fun when you're just like, whoa, like how did I catch that, right? Like it's like, and so the fact is, again, like you're not always going to, but the more that you practice it, and the less that you get out of your way, you'll notice that like there is a possibility of catching it 100% of the time. And that's kind of the magic, is that like, the fact that you can do something and you can be in flow 100% of the time. Flow is always accessible to you. Always. So that's kind of your objective, is to be in like optimized up state. The optimized uptime. Alright, 10 seconds. Bring it into a close. Just allow yourself to be here. Connect with your breath. Feel your body. Maybe you're sweating a bit. 5, 4. Just end it off here. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel good? Do you feel like you like surprised yourself a bit? Did you get to show up in a way that maybe you haven't showed up? When was the last time you played with a stick? Maybe it's been a while. Good job. I'm proud of you. Awesome. Okay. Thank you again, everybody, for joining in. For those of you who literally like just joined in on the spot and were just like, I don't like, what is going on here? Again, like that was like flow practice using a physical object. So the idea there is that you can do this on your own. Like literally, just go outside, grab a stick, practice like tossing a stick around, practice playing. Like the core idea behind that is also play, being able to kind of get out of our own ego and everything. But then again, it's about being in that intuitive place where we're allowing ourselves to show up, and we're also practicing tuning into our own energy, our chi. It's like a body awareness exercise. There's quite a few ways that you can kind of look at it. So thank you again, everyone. Let's move into our chakra practice meditation. Again, the chakra practice meditation is based on the Gnostic teachings. Again, when we do this, this is literally the way how we help increase our ability to tune into our intuition. So this is like something that was interesting, because I saw a presentation yesterday and they were talking about intuition, but they didn't talk about the chakras. They didn't talk about it at all. So I think like the chakras and this wisdom that we are sharing here is like a very, very esoteric and hidden piece of wisdom that I feel like if more people were aware of, it would allow them like to be able to access their intuition more readily. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to be moving through the chakras, brow to root. Each chakra can be thought of as a corresponding organ for our multidimensional body. Very simply put, and again, I'm teaching you this so that you can teach this to other people. The chakras literally receive data from the future as well as the past. In the same way your eyes see the world around you, your chakras see the information in a multidimensional sense around you, and that information will ripple and will reach you through your chakras, and that's where you feel your intuition. That's where you feel the guidance. That's where you feel the inspiration. And that's how we move through this reality. Like, it makes sense, right? Like, the universe wouldn't create this system where it's just like, you know, blindly driving into the future sort of thing. It would make sense that it actually already has like kind of like this pre-programmed reality that it's more aligning onto with a course. So think about that. The universe is incredibly intelligent, so this is totally in alignment with that intelligence by giving us the ability to tap into that foresight so that we can show up in that space. So each chakra, correlating mantra, starting with the brow. The vowel is I, the sound is E. Each one has a certain virtue. The virtue for the brow is serenity, so this is just being able to be in that place of peace, in that place of gratitude, in that place of connection, reminding ourselves of that heart connection we made with source consciousness earlier in the practice, in the meditation. So, closing your eyes, shifting it up a bit, relaxing, straightening your spine. Gentle inhale, exhale through your mouth together. Gentle inhale, and the sound is E. Inhale again, faculty of inspiration and also imagination. If you notice your mind wander, bring it back to the sensation. Inhale, serenity. Beautiful. Moving into the throat chakra, a quick reminder for those of you on Facebook, if the feed crashes, jump over to YouTube or Instagram. So far it's pretty good though. Throat chakra, the vowel is E, the sound is way. The vowel is E, the sound is A, pronounced as in way, so the sound is A. And again, this is all about the power of the throat. Words creating worlds, being able to use our words with intention, and the virtue is justness, speaking with like good intention, speaking in a way with less words, more meaning, and also being able to listen as well. Faculty of clairaudience, receiving the insight through audio message, through like being able to like hear our guides and stuff. Some people are going to be more in tune with this than others, right? Like all of our chakras are going to be a little bit different depending on who we are, but they all have corresponding and base properties. So throat chakra, close your eyes, gently release your hands. You don't have to put your throat on your hands on your throat unless you choose to. Gentle inhale, exhale through your mouth. Deep inhale together, the sound A. Together again, inhale. One more, focus. Beautiful. Again, really encouraging you, do these chakras, like, do this throughout the day, do this when you're waiting at the bus stop, do this when you're in the shower, whenever you get a chance, the more the better. And if you need that cheat sheet, send me a DM or go to my Instagram and you'll see it in my highlights. Heart chakra, the vowel is O. The sound is like the sound. The vowel is O. The sound is O, like as in snow. So, hands on our heart. Again, really reminding ourselves of that connection we've created between our heart and source consciousness. Listen to your heart. That is like your assignment for today and for the weekend as much as you can. Be aware of when your mind's overriding your heart, because it can do that. So listen to the wisdom of your heart. Trust it. Hands gently on our heart, closing our eyes, straighten your spine. Gentle inhale, exhale, focusing on the virtues of love, compassion, inspiration. Deep inhale together. Together again, deep inhale. Tuning your instrument, tuning your signal. Very good. Moving into our pulmonary chakras. Pulmonary chakras, these ones here, give these a gentle massage. Some of you have probably never heard of that. That's okay. There's actually like more than 7 chakras. Technically, everything's a chakra when you think about it. It's like a portal and an entrance for energy. Everything's a black hole. Chakras are just like little black holes inside of us. Kind of, sort of sweet. Anyways, hands. Imagining the hands of our ancestors on our shoulder while we do this one. This is about ultra memory, connecting with the data that is connected to our soul that is beyond our immediate perception, but is still there and can still be accessed. The ultra memory is the idea of being able to connect with our ancestors and our future selves. So you can imagine your ancestors with their hand on your shoulder while you do this, cheering you on, very, very proud of your mission, very, very proud of you showing up. So, gently closing your eyes, gentle inhale, exhale. The sound is A. The vowel is A, pronounced as in ah, like as in saw. So again, just gentle inhale, exhale together. Relax your face, straighten your spine. Gratitude for your ancestors. Speak it within your heart. Gentle inhale together. The sound ah. Together again, inhale. Damn, we lost the Facebook feed and YouTube. Inhale again. Good. Just take another moment here. Gratitude with your ancestors. Feel their guidance. Feel their support with you. Beautiful. Alright, moving into our solar chakra. Again, solar chakra, a lot to do with the identity, the purpose, our solar connection. Our idea is being one with the sun, the per-sun of the sun. Solar chakra also for the virtue of temperance. This is about willpower. Strengthening your willpower, sharpening the sword of your willpower. Doing this by being able to acknowledge that, yeah, everybody's got like their own sort of impulses and vices, but see those as teachers as well. Next time you have some sort of impulse today, whatever it may be, observe it in a non-shameful way, and then check in with yourself. What would you rather do? What's going to feel better? Like doing that thing that you always do, or making a different decision. It's going to allow you to be able to look back and be like, wow, I feel really good about making that decision. So, allow yourself to have your hands gently on your solar chakra. The vowel is a vowel U, pronounced as in blue. The sound is U. Again, hands here, straighten up your spine. Focusing here on the virtue of temperance and also the faculty of intuition, the gut feeling. This is where it comes through, one of the places. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Together, deep inhale. The sound, ah, or U. Continue to breathe. Deep, gentle inhale again. If you notice your mind wandering, gently bring it back. Once more. Deep inhale. Good. Moving into the sacral chakra, and then just the root chakra, and then we'll be done for the day. Well, obviously not. The day is still far, far ahead of us, and we got lots more to do. Awesome. For those of you watching on YouTube, I restarted the stream, but I know it glitched out. I apologize. Alright. Hands on the sacral chakra. Again, this is about developing healthy relationship with our sexual energy. Incredibly, incredibly important. By cultivating our sexual energy, it's literally like secret to our immortality. You know, like you hear about this, talking about it with like the ancient Taoists and everything like that. They knew how powerful this energy was. So by cultivating it within ourselves, by working it through as a transmutated energy, we can bring it into our heart, into our body as inspiration, as willpower, as creative energy, as overall vitality. So just honoring your choice to be able to cultivate that practice, cultivate that energy as a practice for more than just yourself. The vowel is a vowel M, pronounced as in Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Again, the virtue is chastity. The faculty is also astral projection, being able to use this energy to help fuel the potential that we carry with us within our dreams as well. Deep, gentle inhale together. The sound, Deep, gentle inhale. Once more, inhale. Beautiful. Moving into our root chakra focusing on the virtue of patience. So of course we've been practicing that by showing up here. So thank you again. The vowel is the vowel S, pronounced as in S. That's right. Sizzling of the fire, rising of the serpent, the fire that beats the heart of our drums. Rooting into the earth, roots of connection to the Mother Gaia, creating that connection to the heavens, being the bridge, being that toroidal matrix, being that rainbow bridge. So hands gently near the root chakra if you choose, if that's comfortable for you. Straightening up your spine. Allow yourself to just be in this virtue of patience. How does it feel? How does it feel to be patient? How does it feel for you to be able to trust that things are unfolding exactly as they need to? Can you really bring that into your heart, that deeper wisdom, that this is the perfect reality? Can you live that? Can you breathe that? And again, that doesn't mean this is going to be the easiest reality, but this is the perfect reality for you to be able to bring yourself into conscious awareness, for you to be able to grow, for us to be able to grow. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Patience. Deep inhale together, the sound S. Together again. Once more. Stay here for a few more moments. Just observe what your body feels like. Be in this place of patience. You can gently bring your hands to your heart. Again, just going back to that meditation we did at the beginning, plugging ourselves in to source consciousness. And again, really bringing ourselves into that place. Listening to our heart, listening to our intuition. Observing that. Observing when our mind may be making decisions over our heart. And through patience, this is very, very important. Through patience, I invite all of us that if you ever feel that you're like in a decision process, there's some sort of decision you need to make, allow yourself to find stillness, to find patience, and to listen, and the right answer will come to you. Oftentimes, if we just create an impulse decision and go ahead with something, even if we aren't fully sure about it, sometimes that can kind of, again, lead us to a place where maybe we have to backstep a bit. But if we're looking for that extra guidance, move into that place of stillness. Allow yourself to develop this relationship where you're really listening to your heart and receive the wisdom from it. And trust in that. Your free will is your will to use the gift of your own alignment to practice bringing yourself into alignment so that you can optimize your reality, so that you can be a beacon for others, so that you can step into your potential, so you can live the life that you're here to live, your Dharma, your golden self, your golden elf. Gentle exhale. One more deep breath here. Big exhale on the side. Gently release your hands. Give your hands a shake. Awesome. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Maybe it's your first time. I appreciate you joining in. We will be back here again for another practice on Wednesday. Reminder that for those of you who join in on Wednesday, what we do Wednesday, we create a little extra special practice where we really focus on the power of self-love through body image. So part of the practice that we do there is also inviting people to be able to practice shirtless. This is entirely optional. You're welcome to do it in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Just giving you a heads up on that being a part of our regular Wednesday practice. And again, it will be much of the similar routines, a little bit of flow, a lot of body movement and everything like that, but with the additional aspect of really just connecting with our body and honoring our temples in that way. Very, very, very important. So again, thank you so much for being here, for showing up for this practice. We'll just finish off with a little bit of eye gazing. Awesome. So how does it feel to be in your flow? How does it feel to trust your heart and to know that the wisdom that you receive is coming to you from a source that has infinite knowledge, that has always come first? And so allow yourself to listen to the wisdom of your heart. Allow it to come through in the expression of your art. For you are a divine branch of this infinite golden tree, here to bear your fruits, for all to share and see, and to plant those seeds from your fruit. Sweet. Awesome. Last minute of the broadcast. Thank you again so much for being here. Be sure to check out more at ParadigmShiftCentral.com. Support on Patreon when you're able to with a monthly donation. Get your 25% discount key to get items at Quest Item Shop, including shift buttons and light guardian crystals, exclusive tools within this real world game to be able to help assist you on your quest. If you would like to be able to connect deeper with the core team and be able to work with myself and other conscious media creators and leaders, check out ParadigmShiftCentral.com, follow the signal, and apply for your shifter pass. And of course, if you would like to work with me even deeper, I do provide my monthly coaching services, so be sure to send me a message if that's something that you feel that you would like to be able to invest in, and also to be able to help support me in that process as well. So thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/SkullBabylon. Share this with your friends. Invite them to be able to tune in. Go have an awesome day. Practice listening to your heart. Be more aware of that. Just like be more in tune. Any decision-making process, just kind of check in and be like, am I listening to my heart in this? Is this like just my head, or is it my heart? Is it the balance of both? Find that balance within yourself. So, and go have fun. Go have an amazing day. Keep building that momentum. Keep showing the world the true light that you are. That is what you're here to do, to be your authentic self, to be who you are and do as you do. So, my name is Wolf, and thank you for being here as we share this space together. I am happy to be able to help support us as we continue to assist and accelerate the shift in consciousness. consciousness. Ended off with a wolf howl. Send me a message later today. Let me know how awesome your day was, and I look forward to being here with you again. Until next time, peace, love, and wholeness. And as always, keep it shifty, and I will see you in the future. Much love. Pew, pew.